Nothing on the scoreboard. 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Herbert off of play action. Pass out left, caught by Woods. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw in this game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, it's Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Herbert. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I want to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was touchdown.
Chris Olave, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they shows how. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. They run the jet sweep. Dotson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here's 2nd and 10. Dillon up the middle. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
On 3rd down, here's Dillon. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete to Rager. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 23. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with a football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now. It's George, and this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it, and he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And this one is right through. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take...
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And it'll be... Now following the field goal, what can this offense do? We're about to find out. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This offense so far on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Herbert on first down now. This ball complete to Rager. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. On second down, it's George. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. They'll run for it with Dillon. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
That's interference. Defense.
So pass interference, the call is so tough as a defender, I'd imagine, to time that up perfectly.
It certainly is difficult to get it exactly right because sometimes you're looking at getting it fractions of seconds too early. That one looked a little more obvious. Always a tough penalty to officiate. Just ask the basketball refs when they have to officiate block and charge.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Herbert got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. They go screen with Dillon. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Herbert back to the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long with all the targets trying to go after him. He's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it's incomplete. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They get 7 there on the screen, and a set up a third down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need one. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
They run again with Dillon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. It was enough to get them the first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 2nd down, Dillon. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Washington going to send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So they surrendered 3 points, and now after the kickoff, this offense gets ready to take over the football. On first down, Justin Herbert finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, it's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 4th quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago, and it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. George. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They run the jet sweep. Dotson. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5. They give to Dillon out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Back to Dillon on first down. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Running up the middle, here's Dillon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Jet sweep. Here's Olave. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
The way with the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that kicks first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Herbert. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Returnable for Lockett. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and that will come the... So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Herbert to throw.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's George.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. 8 yards to go on second down. Throwing, Herbert.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Olave.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert going to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times, nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Now Herbert
to the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Now Herbert. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the... That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants.